review not only demanded, but paid for. You're watching Beyond the Trailer's review of Veronica Mars.
America thinks he's guilty, and that's good enough for me.
I know Logan has his qualities, but there's a darkness to that kid.
There's just so much going on here right now. I just couldn't leave.
Sure you could.
Wait. Don't go. I'm on to something, Dad. It's big.
Just the tip of the iceberg. Everyone is on the take.
Veronica, whatever you're doing, please be careful.
Shows get canceled. It's a fact of life, and there's nothing fans can do about it. Usually. Star Trek, Roswell, Reaper, Quantum Leap, Kim Possible, Chuck, all of these shows were granted a stay of execution thanks to fans. And while Firefly couldn't be saved, fan fervor did lead to the film finale, Serenity. But for Veronica Mars, fans could not convince Warner Brothers to continue the TV series or to finance a final film. But the times they are a-changin', and the digital age has proven to be quite the workaround for the little guy when the establishment says no. In this case, Veronica Mars creator Rob Thomas and star Kristen Bell took to Kickstarter to raise the multi-million-dollar budget themselves, and succeeded. In fact, they were so successful, the fastest project on Kickstarter to ever reach $1 million, then $2 million, and eventually $5.7 million, that it inspired Zach Braff to take to Kickstarter as well for his own film, Wish I Was There, where he raised $3.1 million. But here's where it gets tricky. At Sundance, Braff's film sold to Focus Features for a little under $3 million. Yet Braff and his co-producers have said none of that money will trickle back to their Kickstarter investors because they don't feel they're investors. Instead, co-producer Stacey Scher says the Kickstarter money was a donation made by Braff's fans who just wanted him to be able to make his film. Even if it was a gift, many independent filmmakers feel it's unfair for successful filmmakers like Braff, who already have strong Hollywood connections, to take to Kickstarter, drawing attention and funds away from struggling filmmakers. And what about Veronica Mars? What if it's a huge box office hit? At what point will the fans go from celebrating the movie's success to wondering why they're still on the outside looking in, considering none of this could have happened without them? The Securities and Exchange Commission is actually looking into this, so more to come. But as for its box office chances, turns out Warner Brothers has handicapped Veronica Mars by deciding to release the movie on demand the same day as its theatrical release. Word is the studio made this decision because the film was already going to be released digitally to anyone who had donated $35 or more. So this is an effort to combat pirated copies that are more likely to make the rounds as a result. But while Veronica Mars had enough fans to fund an ultra-low-budget movie, can a show that didn't have enough fans to stay on the air really make that big of a dent at the box office anyway? You know, I never watched Veronica Mars on TV, yet still this movie was able to hold my interest, and I think that's for two reasons. First, because it has a genuinely engaging mystery that you can't just solve in the first 10 minutes. And that mystery, by the way, includes some very good jump scares. I actually literally jumped in my seat, I think twice. And at the end, there's a very good action sequence, which is realistic. It's not like Veronica Mars becomes Batman. The second thing is this movie has heart, and I think that's because the actors have worked together for so long, I guess first on the TV show, then keeping in touch and trying to get this movie made, but you immediately buy their interactions. They seem very genuine, so I liked that about the film. Also, in regards to the personas that are portrayed, I thought that the movie was surprisingly realistic about the flaws that people have, both in how they treat themselves and how they treat others. And I think that's rare to see, and especially in a setting like this. And by that, I mean network television. Because I have to say that this movie seems like a supersized episode of Veronica Mars, rather than a Veronica Mars, genuine movie. Because I don't think the filmmakers here even ever tried to make a movie. I think they just wanted to return to the Veronica Mars universe, which is what the fans wanted. So I think that they deliver what fans want. But this easily could have just aired on television as a special, and I think that unless you're a huge Veronica Mars fan, and even then, you're better off watching this on iTunes or Amazon at home. I don't think it's a theater-going experience. But as I said, it doesn't need to be. I think it's very true to what I suspect was the show, and it seems that the show was quite good. I mean, as I said, I didn't watch it, but I liked what I saw here. The acting's very good. I thought Kristen Bell was very good as the lead. I've read some interviews where she said she's very proud of the fact that Veronica Mars is a role model to a lot of people out there, particularly young girls, and I can see that. She's very good with the voiceover, by the way, and I watched Gossip Girl, so every time she was doing a voiceover, I was like, wow, Gossip Girl, shades of Gossip Girl, and as I said, I was like, Kristen Bell is very good at a voiceover. Of course, she's the voice of Anna in Frozen, so I'm surprised it took so long for animation to discover her, because as I said, she's very good at a voiceover, and what is voicing a character in animation but voiceover. So she was very good at anchoring the film. I also thought that her co-stars across the board, very solid acting. The standouts were Jason Dohring as Logan, and then also Enrico Colantoni as her father. And I have to say, though, while those two actors were very good, they just looked like TV actors and came across as TV actors. So I think they kind of added to that television feel, in addition to the lighting choices, camera choices, etc. And also, a standout is Gabby Hoffman. I don't know if any of you watch Girls, but Gabby Hoffman recently guested on a couple of episodes there as Adam's sister, and she has cornered the crazy market, rightfully so. She's very convincing as a crazy person. I wonder how far she can ride this train, but she's a good conductor for it, so I thought she was the standout. And there are some great cameos that I don't want to ruin, but I will just say skinny jeans. Hilarious. So really a fun rental. I recommend it as a rental, but I don't recommend it as a theater experience. And Veronica Mars fans who have watched the show, I'd be curious to know if this scratched your Veronica Mars itch, or if you were let down at all. And people who are like me, who are newbies to this material, what did you think? Did it hold your interest? So write your thoughts down below, and you can check out some more episodes right now.